Imagine an invisible timeline that connects past generations to our present. Ancestral purification rituals are practices that have spanned centuries, shaped by the collective wisdom of peoples seeking not only bodily health but above all the elevation of the spirit. Today, we dive into this complex and profound universe, exploring how these ancient practices can touch the core of our soul and transform our lives. Purification rituals are part of virtually every culture around the world. They emerged from the intuitive understanding that to achieve inner and outer harmony, it is necessary to free oneself from negative influences and energies that make us heavy and scattered. Thus, we turn our gaze to practices that date back to primordial times and still today demonstrate their transformative power. Let's begin by exploring the use of water, an element deeply associated with purification in various cultures. In Hindu tradition, bathing in sacred rivers like the Ganges symbolizes the removal of spiritual impurities. But what kind of impurities are we talking about? And what parallel does this draw with our modern lives? Isn't the accumulation of frustrations, grievances, and negative experiences a kind of spiritual dust that we need to rid ourselves of? Water, in its apparent simplicity, carries a powerful message of renewal. By shedding the emotional and relational burden, we allow the restorative flow of life to reconnect us to the purest part of our essence. This is a principle that transcends any specific religious belief, speaking directly to the human heart. Now let's imagine fire, an element also revered for its purifying capacity. Rituals involving fire are found from ancient Celtic cults to offering ceremonies in Yoruba traditions. What does fire purify? It incinerates what is dense, burning the anxieties and fears that prevent us from moving forward. However, it is not destruction we seek, but transformation, the transmutation of weight into light. In Tibetan Buddhism, a practice known as chud involves the visualization of feeding hungry spirits with one's own spiritual body, symbolizing the donation of negative energy and the emergence of a new self, purified and at peace. Here, it is evident that intention, the power of thought, and self-connection are potent tools of transformation. As we venture deeper into the human mind, we find meditative practices that many cultures consider essential for the purification of the mind and soul. Meditation is a tradition present in Hinduism, Buddhism, Taoism, and even in certain Christian contemplative practices. Why is meditation so effective? Because it confronts us with the greatest responsible for our emotional burden, ourselves. The mind is a weaver of realities, and often we imprison ourselves in our own mental creations. The practice of meditation, this listening to the inner silence, unties the knots that our anxiety and ego have imposed on our consciousness. In Zen habit, this is called having an original mind, a return to the primordial state of fullness where we have clarity about our life experience. Let's now talk about community purification rituals. Human connection plays a crucial role in purification processes in many spiritual traditions. The sun dance rituals among Native American peoples, or the Yage celebrations in Amazonian tribes, are living examples of how communion makes the experience more powerful. When we are surrounded by those who share our intentions, we amplify our energy and integrate new dimensions of collective healing. In a world where we often feel lonely and disconnected, integrating group spiritual purification practices can offer emotional support as well as expand our field of perception. In every smile, hug, and song, there is the potential for purification and elevation that is only truly achieved through human interaction. When considering the impact of these rituals today, we realize they invite us to reflect on our own life cycles. Let's take a moment to ask ourselves what we are truly seeking to purify. Let us ask, how can we apply the wisdom of these rituals in modern realities? This reflection can guide us to answers that speak of the need for harmony with nature, detachment from material possessions, and the acceptance of our true self as the source of all peace. Ultimately, spiritual purification is a profound inner journey. It not only transforms, but clarifies the vision of our life purpose. Relentlessly seeking this state of purity is not a burden, but a gift, a way to honor our personal mission and the unique light each of us carries. I deeply thank you for accompanying me on this exploration of ancestral purification rituals. May this quest for renewal and enlightenment find in each of you a thread of the beauty and mystery of existence. Let us remember that purification is eternal and circular, just like the waters, flames, and winds that traverse our human experience. Thank you for being with me on this path.